It's been a beautiful day all across the Central Coast, relatively clear skies, a little bit hazy out there right now. This is from 805 webcams. Looking out over the 5 cities, you can kind of see a little bit of haze out there from Pismo. Not a huge amount of concern though, because things are still really comfortable and cooler than they have been recently. So none of that extreme heat that I saw yesterday. 90 degrees right now up in Paso Robles for your daily high, 79 in San Luis Obispo, 93 in San Ynez, 77 in Santa Barbara. Already starting to see that slight cool down as we head into the overnight hours, dipping just below that daytime high at 89 in Paso Robles right now. Still in the 70s across many of our coastal valleys and along our south coast. Still some 80s and 90s still sticking around. But that is significantly cooler than it was 24 hours ago, because we did see all of that. Here's that 24-hour temperature change where we take that temperature from 24 hours ago, compare it to right now. 9 degrees cooler in Santa Maria, about just a couple degrees cooler in northern Slow County and along our south coast, but most communities feeling that cool down right now. So that's definitely some good news. But the reason we're feeling that cool down is a little bit more of an active pattern that's a little bit farther away from us, mainly in the Sierras, but also impacting us here closer to the Central Coast. So lots of storms impacting much of the Central Sierras, even down to the south, seeing some of those thunderstorms throughout portions of the Mojave. Continue to keep a close eye on that. But what I'm really keeping an eye on for you guys is this little storm right here. Doesn't look like a lot at this scale, but as we look closer to it, it is causing some concerns, a few watches, warnings, and advisories, and a little bit more concern, especially for the Los Padres National Forest. This did have a severe thunderstorm warning associated with it that has thankfully expired. That expired at 5:15, but this thunderstorm still causing some concerns. A flash flood warning in place all the way through 7 p.m. because this storm is a little bit intense. Just in the center of that storm, continuing to see some more intense rainfall, some localized very heavy rainfall. Up to a ½ inch of rain is possible at those very specific spots only that's been impacted by the storm, though. Also seeing some winds and some gusty areas of concern with some lightning, thunder, as well as some pea-sized hail. So we're keeping a close eye on that storm. The good news is it is staying far outside of the Central Coast. Still in Ventura County, not impacting anywhere in Santa Barbara County or Slow County at this point. Just something that I'm keeping an eye on. There is that instability in our atmosphere that I'm keeping a close eye on. That instability also tied in with the heat. We still have some hot temperatures expected over the next couple of hours, but the good news is we're basically about to say goodbye to this heat advisory that I've been talking about for nearly a week at this point. This heat advisory expiring at 6 p.m. today for the interiors. We're going to be seeing slightly cooler conditions as we head through the extended forecast. Not cool yet. Tomorrow's still going to be quite a warm one. It's a 99 still possible in Paso Robles. It's going to be short-lived though. We'll cool down soon. 81 in San Luis Obispo, 76 in Santa Maria, 74 in Lompoc, and 82 degrees in Santa Barbara for your Wednesday. Along the north coast, not too bad. Cayucas at 63, 101 up in San Miguel. In the 5 cities, Rio Grande at 71, 68 degrees in Pismo Beach, and along our south coast, Goleta at 81 and 90 in the San Ynez Valley. We're going to be seeing a couple more warm days Wednesday and Thursday. Then we're going to cool down more substantially as we head into the weekend, back to near normal conditions for this weekend in Paso Robles in the low 90s, 70s, and 80s in San Luis Obispo, and staying in the 70s through the extended forecast for Santa Maria and Santa Barbara, staying that way for next week as well.